Banff Show.
Hey, welcome to the Banff Show. I am Sage, the host, and today on the Banff Show, or normally on the Banff Show, we celebrate mental health, what people are up to, and startup culture. And guess what? We got a very special guest today, and I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Oh, thank you so much, Sage. My name is Caitlin Connelly. So I am a musician and artist. I was in the Bow Valley for many, many years. I'm currently on the island, Vancouver Island to be precise. But I'm an avid mountain lover and lover of movement and mental health and creation and expression with a huge, big old focus on music.
Yes! That was so cool. And what made you move to the island?
You know what? To be totally honest, COVID, I guess. It was just, I needed a little bit of a change. My family is in Vancouver. I needed a bit of a reset. It's a temporary thing. And I guess, being an artist, you're always kind of looking for some new inspiration, some new experiences, and some new people to meet, some new scenery. And I've got some really great, special, awesome artistic friends over here, and it just seemed kind of right.
Wow, good for you for making that jump and just going and having fun with it. That's amazing. What's like your biggest inspiration? How did this all start? Like your music path, your art, like everything.
Wow, what a great question. And a multi-layered question too, I feel.
That's fair. Time.
I feel like what started all of this was just me coming out of the womb. I think it was just always present. I actually don't really remember a time where I wasn't creating or singing specifically. I have been in music literally ever since I can remember. And I've always been creative. I guess my family is kind of a mixed bag of artists and then really non-artists. My mom always says that she passed on any ounce of artistic talent that she could have had so that I could have it. Yeah, we're very different in that way. So I don't know. I think I just kind of lucked out, and it's like that nature versus nurture thing. I think this is just naturally how I came out, and that's about it. That's what started it, I guess.
That's incredible. And you kept going and pushing, and I love how you just like got here and kept following your talents and what you were interested in. That's amazing. And what
Thank you.
would you like to create or perform?
Anything honest. I was having a really good conversation this morning actually about this, and that anything that just feels right, and anything that feels right and feels good, and that means it's genuine and authentic. And I never want to lie. I never want to say something. I think that writing in general, and very literally with words, I think it should either be something really true or something that you want to be true, because you sing it so many times and you're just putting it out there. You're repeating that to yourself, that it either better be true or something that you want, because it becomes a part of your life, whether you want it to or not. So, and whatever I'm creating and performing, it's just got to be honest and true.
That's amazing. And I love how like you're taking your passions and doing what you love, and honesty is truly the best way to go. Like, and it must show through like your voice too. Like that's what artists in the past spoken to said, that it shows through your voice, the emotions come out. And have you found the same?
Definitely, I would say so. I think that especially it's all kind of nuanced, right? There's a spectrum of honest performance too. Within the honesty, there's, just different levels of honesty. And there's just some performances where I feel like I've experienced that kind of baseline of honesty. But then there's these other ones that are just like I'm in tears, I'm crying, I'm remembering every feeling of every, you know, word that I've put into this song, and I'm just reliving it all, and it's really cathartic. It's therapy, right? That's why it's so good for us to get it out. It's very therapeutic. So
Wow, that is so amazing. And do you think like, singing and all that helps with your mental health? What do you do to help with your mental health?
well, something that I've been doing, I've really picked up again lately. I used to do it really consistently every single morning for quite a long time years ago, and I just recently started doing it again the other day. Was writing out a list of things I'm grateful for, and yeah, it's I just find, and it's pretty much as soon as I wake up, I'll just, you know, get a big bottle of water and hydrate and grab a pen and some paper. And and the pen and paper part for me is really critical too. I don't like doing it on my phone as much. um, and just writing, you know, 10 things that I'm grateful for and why, and rereading them after and just being really thankful. And I usually feel pretty indestructible for the rest of the day after that.
That's incredible. And what an amazing way to start the day. Like it like is a great way to feel happy and stuff. And I know even when I'm down, I keep a book beside my bed of all the amazing things people have said about me or like the things I'm
Mm-hmm.
grateful for. And so I love how you took that and made it your own. And you're like, that's just such an amazing way to start the day. Like seriously.
It really is. Yeah, it's almost foolproof.
I have to ask, what are you grateful for today?
Oh goodness. Well, I would be remiss if I didn't say this interview. I'm really grateful for the entire Bow Valley community. I just the whole community of the Bow Valley is something being all the way over here, I think about it so often, almost every day. I'm thinking about Banff and the people I love and my friends, and I'm coming back in September for a good, nice long visit, and I'm gonna play a bunch of shows. So yeah, I'll be there, and I'll get to tell you all just how grateful I really truly am in person.
Wow, that sounds so amazing. And where can people find you in September? Like they want to come to your shows or even
Mhm.
online find your stuff? Like how can
Uh,
they find you?
Absolutely. That's a great question that I always forget to give the information to at the end of interviews.
I can ask
Uh,
more down below if you forget something.
Perfect. You're the best, Sage. Um, so Harvest Festival is the big one. We're really, really fortunate. I'm working with Gary Gonis, who is a shining star in the Bow Valley community. Also a great person with a very incredible life to speak with. And he and Renee are putting on Harvest Festival again this year, which is so exciting because we didn't get one last year. So September, I think it's the 18th and 19th, whatever the Saturday and Sunday are. I will be there performing, and I will be doing sound as well. And that's the big one. I will be playing at the new Wild Mells as well the Thursday before that, which I'm so excited for. I haven't actually gotten to go. I haven't seen the new Mells yet, so I'm really excited for that one too. I think that's the 16th, I think, is the Thursday before Harvest Festival.
Post it down below for anyone wondering. And
Perfect. Thank you.
I have to ask, I've lived here my whole life. I've never heard of a harvest festival. What is it?
Oh goodness. Okay. Well, that's my favorite question. This is Harvest Festival has such a huge piece of my heart, and so does Gary. So is Gary and Renee are the two kind of creators of it all, and Renee does the farmers market. And so it's a combination of basically, usually it's the last farmers market of the year. I think in recent years we've kind of surpassed and gone and done farmers markets a couple weeks later, but typically it's the last market of the year, and it's also a music festival. So we just throw the two together, and it's in Central Park. It used to be just one day. Now it's two because it's just so well loved. It's free. There's beer, there's cider, there's everything that you could want in Central Park. 2 days free music festival with some of your favorite farmers market vendors as well. And it's basically to just celebrate the end of a really busy, hard worked tourist season. And it's for everyone, but to also highlight locals and how hard that we've all worked in the summer and to just kind of let loose and celebrate.
Wow, that is really, really cool. And actually, thinking about, I'm gonna have attended one of those. Good job.
Yeah, that you probably have. It used to be on Labor Day weekend, I think, but now let's see. It's it'll be the 18th and 19th. It is September 18th and 19th. Totally free, great music, great vendors. Come hang out.
Check it out. She's gonna be there. And because we're running short on time here, is there anything you want to tell your audience before we have to go?
I guess the big thing that I should mention as a professional is that I'm just wrapping up my first solo record. I've always been in a duo or a band, and I'm just recording it with a really great friend of mine who's a really talented musician and engineer, and that'll be ready for Harvest Festival. So I'll have copies of it with me, lots of new songs, lots of old songs that I'm finally getting around to recording. And I'm really excited about it. It's really fantastic. I'm really proud. So yeah, that'll be ready. It'll be online too, all the normal places you can buy your music. But that'll be at Harvest Festival, so you can pick up a copy.
Wow, that's really, really cool. Congratulations, and everyone, you got to check that out. And I have to ask, like, what kind of music did you make or put together here? And where can people find it?
Oh, mostly thrash metal. I'm just kidding. It's, I guess I would call it folk, because that's an umbrella term that we all seem to use now, with a little bit of old-timey country bluegrass. Lots of honesty, so much, maybe too much honesty. And yeah, so it's, yeah, always honesty.
That is so cool. And like the thing with like folk or country and stuff, you really have to like use your voice and like go for it and have the techniques and stuff, or at least that's what other artists have told me. Where like if you're doing rap and stuff, you don't need exactly the best voice in the world. So like that's a lot of technique and like practice and probably years of studying. Like that's incredible for you to just go for it. And wow, I'm coming in September is all I can say.
Good. I'll have an album ready for you, just for you, and it'll all be set up.
Incredible. Wow. Once again, I can't thank you enough for coming on the show today. And seriously, I love talking to you. Like, this has been incredible.
Aw, thank you so much, Sage. This has been so wonderful. Super nice to connect with the Valley again. It makes me feel like I haven't left. So I super appreciate you having me here. It's really, really kind of you.
Thank you so much for even taking the time, especially on the island, to like hop in and be like, hey, let's get in here.
It's no problem at all.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Show Banff Show.
Show Banff Show.
Show Banff Show.
Show Banff Show.
Expanding our community.